Hey guys, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 vs 3 Kingdom of Heaven. Attackers versus defenders, player versus player. Spawning in the direct north, we've got myself, such a warmonger, in blue, playing as the Turks. You've got LDP, I'm just gonna call him LDP, in cyan, playing as the Berbers, and No in green, playing as the Berbers. So we got two Berber civs, watch out. Defending in gray, we've got Dominik playing as the Romans. Tactical Doll TMP in orange, playing as the Romans as well. And RedKeep in red, playing as the Byzantines. So we've got ldpyyds versus Romans this time, with Romans defending. And let's see how this goes. We've got a nice spread of bases in the north. This is very dangerous to the defenders because all of the defensive production is fairly far away from the walls. So they're all the way here, here, and here. So reaching the walls up north is it's a long way to get there. Now, it's easy to reach this point, which is one of the major points, Church of Holy Sepulchre. But trying to defend this much real estate can be a bit difficult. So we got No establishing his base camp. I personally think these buildings are a little close to each other. I'm not sure. There looks like one tile between these buildings, so I guess they can still spawn. I myself prefer like a wider wall around my units, around my production buildings. Just so that spearmen can't just walk right up here and then using their one range smack these. It's just a different style. Now, doing it like this does protect you a little more from ranged attacks because the arrows have a higher chance of hitting the walls instead of the buildings themselves. But that's just a preference thing. Both ways of doing your camp are okay. We've already got an engagement with Tactical Doll TMP fighting No and his scouts. It's a miracle that No didn't lose his scouts, by the way. His light cavalry. But I do have a lone Stonemire coming out here. Oh no. And just getting killed. That's unfortunate. Okay. So, as usual, the attackers can pick anywhere they want to. It's just a trade-off. But this is the whole map. And now, back in game. Okay. So, from the point of view of the defenders, this is what the defenders see. Tactical Doll and Dominik trying to secure the stone here and here. This will only leave this much stone for the attackers. This and this. This is a very good strategy from the defenders, keeping most of the stone outside of the city to themselves. So this stone, this stone, this stone, and this stone in the hands of the defenders. Alright, so for now we can set it to everybody can be seen because it's daytime. The objective of the attackers is they have 45 minutes, so 4 minutes have already passed. And that's 45 real-world minutes to bring defender morale down to 0. And the defenders have to last for 45 minutes or bring attacker morale down to 0. That's real-world minutes, so if you look at this top of the screen, you've got the in-game counter. These are ticks. These are what I call ticks, not necessarily seconds. They've got these ticks tick down at a much faster rate than real-life minutes. So if you play at normal speed, then this sort of matches a real-world minute as opposed to the in-game minute. So if you look at the resources, you can already see that stone is is pretty high for Tactical Doll and the RedKeep already. And Dominik is finally starting to mine his stone as well. So this is a strategy that the defenders, that Dominik sort of pioneered, is the instead of just like 2 at a steady rate of stone, he's like sending as many villagers as possible to just eat these as fast as possible, so that to deny the attackers of the stone needed as ammunition to take down. But Tactical Doll did a brilliant strategy. He used his archers to take down my stone miners, and now he's pulling back. It's a very annoying strategy that I haven't really seen before, so this is a very good move by Tactical Doll. He didn't even need to see it there directly, he can just attack ground right here and know that he's probably killing villagers. So, now me as an attacker, I've got 880 stone, which should still be enough to make a good amount of trebuchets. But not as many as I'd like. And this stone is almost out. And this stone is already out. This stone is also, well, it's halfway down. And you got Dominik taking this stone out as well. Honestly, the attackers should be fighting over stone, but maybe that's not what the attackers think is important. So anyway, this is what RedKeep can see, and now that it's nighttime, because nighttime comes at 9 p.m., the vision range is lowered. And you've got a group of 10. Now this is not enough horse archers. I do think RedKeep should have more, 30 maybe, and 40 ideally. Above that, if you get 60, that's really good. But this is not enough to make a big difference. Now RedKeep is... oh no. He's got to pull back. His horse archers aren't getting slaughtered. They do not have... they all have minimum range. All the ranged units have minimum range, except for Kasaki horse skirmishers. Actually, also, Byzantine cataphracts also have no minimum range in their range attacks. Because Eastern Roman cataphracts, these guys, can switch between ranged and melee attacks. And their range attacks have no minimum range. RedKeep is sort of a little eager to do some damage, but 9 horse archers are not gonna cut it. He needs like 30 to 40 if you really want to gather them. 60 if you're good at gathering them. This is not going to do anything. He could actually just run inside, which he's only starting to do now, but they're running into some spearmen. This is a failed attack from RedKeep. He doesn't even have them on spread formation. They're just getting slaughtered. This is just a waste. A complete waste. I'm sorry if you're watching this, RedKeep, but this is a waste. Not to mention, there is a Farouk Shah in there, and he can see everything you're doing. Because Nose General does have a good line of sight right here. In fact, he has good line of sight in his whole base. So RedKeep wasted horse archers, is not giving them another shot. That's unfortunate. Now that I'm seeing this, I am seeing that that's just not good. That's not a good use of oh no, another unit. Oh, it's just a surviving Bardariotas. Let's see what the Tactical Doll can see. He's got a group of harassing infantry ready to go right here. And Dominik is starting to work on taking down the Passerone of the Magdalene. This stone is gone already. This stone is also gone. This stone's gone, and this stone's gone. So basically, all of the stone on the map, except for these 2 piles. Actually, it appears that this stone has been taken down as well. So all the stone on the map, except for this pile, is gone. And there is no trading in this version. This is the latest version, 1.25 or 6, I don't remember. So No is not using attack ground. He's using his 45 range trebuchets to basically right click over here. I wonder if there's any spies around. There are no spies. So what I'm wondering is because as an attacker, you can train spies here. They look like merchants. Over on this, in these markets, attacker markets. And they do help with spotting. But No is starting to bring down the stone of the defenders, but they do have a healthy amount of stone left for repairs. And here comes Tactical Doll TMP looking for an opportunity to raid. Looking. He knows that there's a gate here, so maybe he thinks maybe there's a supply depot there that's vulnerable. The reason being that the only building that attackers really want to protect very well are these supply depots. Because once you lose, oh, look at these cataphracts. They switch to ranged mode. That's how it works. Dominik is also thinking of harassing at the same time over here with his cataphracts, but he realizes that he's facing up against the Berber player, and he should probably retreat, which is a good call because these cataphracts are the slowest cavalry in the game, aside from horse, I guess camel. But we got Saladin being surrounded. That was my general. I didn't notice it was still there. And now Tactical Doll finally spots the supply depot and is starting to hit it with his horse archers. He can use attack ground and hang around right here and start attack grounding this area. That supply depot is under heavy attack. But now LDP is making a push on the right side on the Foster of the Magdalene. He's pressuring it a lot, and RedKeep is trying his best to pop units over, stem the tide. And here comes Tactical Doll. He's almost got the supply depot down. He's ignoring that there are Kasaki horse skirmishers here. And now look, the attackers lost 10% morale right off the bat from losing that supply depot. Not only that, LDP also lost 1,000 food instantly and is slowly losing food every in-game tick. Look at this row from LDP. His food used to be at 2,000 plus, now it's at 1,280 and going down and down and down until his supply depot is respawned. But Orange lost his general because No has finally spotted him. And now there's this big scary group of horse skirmishers ready to chase him down. And now these guys have a very low chance of escaping. Thankfully, Tactical Doll did bring some cavalry, some infantry to try to distract. These guys are gonna have a very long way home. Now this attack is still going fiercely. LDP is using his horse skirmishers to take down these guys. He's actually killing some of his own men by accident. And now I've got a big group of infantry trying to like push these guys outside. And Tactical Doll has found a hole in my defenses. I didn't notice that there's a hole here. And I'm super annoyed, and he does spot my supply depot. At the same time, this Foster of the Magdalene is going down, so it's not looking good. For my supply depot, it's going down again. So that's 2 supply depots down. And so I'm at 3,000 food. And instantly 1,000 food is removed. But LDP is pushing in really hard. This is the point of view of RedKeep. Here's the problem with RedKeep. He's got his units in close formation. He should put them on spread. You should always put your range units in spread if you can afford it. Now, these guys are clumped up, and a clump of javelins can just completely destroy these guys if they wanted to. You want to keep your units in spread formation. Dominik is doing a good job. You probably should have told his ally. And start targeting down these Kasaki horse skirmishers on purpose, because they can block 3 ranged shots. They're starting to take down a few of them. There goes one. They're being pushed back. So light cavalry probably could have done a good job to try to push this group away, actually. If the defenders thought about that. So, just a little tip for for RedKeep is to make more archers, maybe 50 archers like that, foot archers, and then maybe 40 to 50 of your horse archers. It appears that RedKeep did not give horse archers another chance. Horse archers would have done a really good job of harassing these guys because these guys only have 9 range. If there were horse archers right around here, they could have just started taking pot shots at these, and these light horse archers would have been forced to try to deal with that, and it would have pushed these guys away. So it's just a misuse of units right here. So the Byzantines and the Eastern Romans do have a chance against Berbers. They just need to know how to use their units and counter. Now, Tactical Doll being super annoying, targeting some villagers. Ugh. Okay, so Dominik pulling back in. So the defenders feel like they fought off a good attack. The attackers are down 16% from 100, and the defenders are at a healthy 99. Horse skirmishers may appear to be overpowered, but now I'm seeing a few mistakes from the defender's side on how to deal with them. Definitely on RedKeep's part, he needs to make a lot more archers. And he's kind of got too many axemen, to be honest. He needs some spearmen to help hold the choke points. Finally, I see another group of archers here, but just a monolith of axemen. So these guys are armor piercing. They ignore armor, but they only do 3 damage. And I need to see some spearmen here, guys. Alright, RedKeep is going out because he sees some possibly vulnerable villagers. And he has Andronikos Lapardas coming in. This is a good move from RedKeep. This can be super annoying against LDP. Let's see how many villagers he can take down. He took 3 down already. Now he should pull back, which he does. He took 4 villagers down. That is super annoying. And a good move to fall back. But RedKeep does spot a base on the back side, because I did create a proxy base in the back that they are only now noticing. This is a dangerous threat. They cannot ignore this because this gate is undefended. Honestly, if I sent the battering ram right off the bat right now, it would have done more damage. So just a note to self, I should have done that. Dominik has a big group of archers here. Should probably be around here. These are nearly unreachable from horse skirmishers and could cover this whole area with their 26 range or 25 round range. I'm still gathering a lot of units, trying to build more barracks and siege towers. Probably should have sent my battering ram here. They still haven't reacted. Finally, they're starting to react. Dominik coming in with a group of infantry to try to defend the Zion Gate. Now Tactical Doll TMP raiding a bunch of woodcutters. It appears they've killed a lot. This is super annoying to know. Villagers are actually a very good target for defenders to take. Tactical Doll TMP coming from the back. Trying to take down these. I'm trying to make a siege tower. But I did allow the defenders time to react to this, which is a mistake on my part. That's a big mistake. Now I'm starting to work on taking these low walls down to help with the flow of units to enter to attack Tancred's tower. Meanwhile, No is trying to make this breach wider, which is a good move because he made this breach wider. It's all about the flow of units because Age of Empires is notoriously bad with their pathing. Here comes Dominik, together with Tactical Doll TMP, trying to deal with this. It's a big threat, and only now do I send the battering ram to attack the gate. But Dominik is sending another group of infantry, and it will pretty much intercept this battering ram. At the same time, RedKeep is trying to send some medium cavalry, actually elite cavalry, to go out. But it's a good move to fall back because there's too much spearmen over here. Now this southern base they are not taking this threat lightly. We've got Dominik sending his elite cavalry, which are slow, to take care of this. That's 19. This base is effectively destroyed. The battering ram has been destroyed. There's only one siege tower over here. It's a painful loss for my forces. But let's look at how many units it moved out. So 34. Well, about 33. Plus 40. Plus these guys. So this is a lot of units being routed to eliminate this threat. This is about half the army, it feels like. Or at least Dominik. Which leaves this area thinly defended. Truly. Now Saladin is back in the battle, recovered from his injuries. But with half the forces of the defenders all the way down south. This is a lot of units down south. These guys aren't moving, not doing anything. It's leaving this line a little thin. And now No is coming in full force. LDP is also coming in full force with 2 battering rams. There's no need for siege towers if this whole area is thinly defended. There's hardly any infantry here at all. Just groups of ranged units. Even these spearmen are being rerouted somewhere. I don't know where. Probably to Tancred's Tower because they feel that there's a threat happening here. But they don't see this attack coming. Finally, they're seeing this attack coming, and it's fierce. And here's where the horse skirmishers are really in their element. Now, if the horse skirmishers target right behind here using their attack ground, they are gonna thin these ranks and push through very easily. And somehow this gate was left open, allowing LDP's horse skirmishers inside the city as well. He's got about 23 horse skirmishers, and this is about 24 horse skirmishers, about the same number. They must have been constantly building. This gate is open, it's been captured by infantry, it's Damascus Gate. And now these horse skirmishers can help with this battle, allowing No to enter the city as well. Now the defenders have to react to this. Their front line has melted. The front gate has been opened, and their units are scrambling to get back into the action. Now these light cavalry being used perfectly. Perfect use of light cavalry to kill a whole bunch of these archers, and they are being melted by horse skirmishers. Just absolutely destroyed. Dominik pulling his heavy cavalry back with fear. Complete fear of these horse skirmishers running around the map. This group of infantry, piecemeal, coming back from the south. Horses coming piecemeal, coming back. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre has been captured by the horse skirmishers. One of the few points that can be captured by archers and cavalry has been captured. These guys are running rampant. Unstoppable. They're fast. Not too fast, but fast enough to avoid most of their threats. No, being a little more methodical, trying to clear the way, while LDP just rampaging in the city. Not capturing this for some reason. So that's what's holding his traffic jam up. It appears he's just content to try to push in and sow chaos. But here comes my attack over on the Tancred's Tower area. LDP being a boss, trying to help with this attack. RedKeep is trying to keep his infantry outside to try to stem the tide, but LDP clearing everything over here. Meanwhile, these horse skirmishers are still being super annoying, super aggressive, and No is finally also running around the city with his own horse skirmishers. It appears that most of the archers have been killed on the defender side, so now there's really nothing to stop these guys from just killing every melee unit there is. Now, No has been capturing the gate of Jehoshaphat, so now reinforcements, not necessarily, but helpful, can come on the right side as well. And LDP just winning fights, and here comes a big group of cataphracts, but they are too slow. They're slower than these horse skirmishers, and they're being tied down by Ajnad and shot down by horse skirmishers. These very expensive, very slow to train cataphracts being destroyed. Tancred's tower was captured with a siege tower attack, and now infantry can pour through into this tower. There's no need for a siege tower anymore. They can just come in through the front door. I mean, infantry can just come in through here and attack. The defenders are trying their best to take it back, but now we have the 2 towers and a strong point pouring fire onto the enemy. These 2 cataphracts doing a good job killing a lot of archers, but they are surrounded. The defenders are at 28% morale. Dominik feeling like he cannot afford to lose his heavy cavalry, accidentally attacking this this arc for some reason. I'm not even sure how that general died. But horse skirmishers unchecked. I'm actually seeing this game as more of a failure to keep the right tactics and use of units, as opposed to the horse skirmishers being overpowered. I mean, a lot of archers were allowed to be just slaughtered for no reason. And now my horse archers also doing work. Horse skirmishers against melee units, slow melee units, there's no chance. There's no chance. All of these pretty much melee units. These guys are just gonna get slaughtered. Archers are needed. Oh my god. Oh my god. They don't even care about killing their own men. We don't even care. We just care about killing the enemy. It's double horse skirmisher sandwich. How sad. How depressing. And now here comes a huge group of cavalry coming in with no answer. No answer. There are no archers being made. There's still enough food, but it's too late. There's not enough units to deal with anything. These are a high priority target. They're being left to run around. And this is basically what happens if you leave these guys unchecked. They are a high priority target. They are the Berbers' trump card. Especially Kosaki, because the regular horse skirmishers do have minimum range. These guys don't. And they can block 3 range attacks as well. The regular guys can only block 1. Now, these Cataphractos in ranged mode can actually like keep these guys at bay. If they're behind a wall, they can actually help. But what RedKeep needs to do, or should have done, actually, first of all the players on the defending side, but that's the end, by the way. All the players on the defending side needed to make archers. Each player, Dominik, TMP, and RedKeep, should have had archers. They should have kept their archers alive. And not unsupported. There were only few groups. RedKeep, I only saw 10 at some point, right over here. Right too close to the wall. I mean, the archers can be like held back over here, held back over here, held back over here. And if a horse skirmisher rears its ugly head around here, just start hitting it, because you have used the advantage of a foot archer is it has 25 range. That can scare horse skirmishers away. You know, even if you kill one, that's one. That's 75 gold and a lot of food. And slowly scare them away. Defend at the walls. And now when the enemy is able to come in, first of all, like, don't let this gate get captured for no reason. But if it does get captured, fall back. Because especially if you're against the Berbers, fall back. You're gonna need to fall back all the way into these streets, these city streets. And try to keep some choke points going. Archers should be protected. In even behind, they're not crossbowmen, so they can actually be protected and hang out in these regular streets. And to help pour fire and create choke points. Like this is a choke point. So keep some infantry here to protect over here. Keep some infantry to protect over here. And any units that want to enter this area will be forced to come over here. Keep some infantry to protect over here by this tower right here. And then if you have archers both here, around here, or actually if you have archers right about here. Actually, archers right here can cover all this approach and this approach. And then like any horse skirmisher that tries to come here cannot reach the archers. And if they try to start helping their infantry fight enemy infantry, they will stop right around here because of their 9 or 11 range. The archers can just attack ground or purposely fire on them. They will lose the few. And archers and the weak infantry are cheaper and less valuable than horse skirmishers. Horse skirmishers, it's hard to gather them. You saw both No and LDP trying to gather as many as they could, and they could only muster about 26. So each one you kill is very valuable and hard to, like, it's very hard to regroup. And two players can try to hold the line while the RedKeep player can make about 30 to 40 horse archers, because actually these horse archers do train faster. It's only about 25 in-game ticks compared to the horse skirmisher. But the Kazaki horse skirmisher takes 55 ticks. So it's like less than half the time. You can train 2 of these for 1 of these. So then you can use your horse archers to run between and try to keep tabs. If a horse skirmisher appears here, run your horse archers up here and like harass them. If the horse skirmishers appear here, then run. You're faster because these guys are faster. Your own horse archers run over here and harass them. Because the horse skirmishers don't have the range to harass and shoot their arrows above these buildings. But the horse archers with their 24 range do. They can hit them. And then if the walls were not breached yet, then RedKeep could have made his light horse archers over here and harass the horse skirmishers trying to attack here. They are faster than the Kazaki horse skirmishers. These guys only have 1.4 speed, while the light horse archers have 1.6. So they will never catch up, and they can like be cut down. And the only way to counter that as Berbers is the Berbers will need to make their own horse archers. And then I will be forced to help my friends because I have a lot of light horse archers. So, in review, I did debuff these horse skirmishers. But I'm not 100% sure I needed to, but I did it anyway. So I lowered the horse skirmisher, these Kazaki horse skirmisher attack speed from the same attack speed as an archer down to slightly slower than a horse archer. The regular horse skirmishers, like, significantly. So, in review, the reason why the Romans were not able to deal with the horse skirmishers was not because the horse skirmisher itself as a unit was overpowered, but it was more of a lack of knowing what to do as the Eastern Roman Empire. If you know there's a Berber player in your enemy, just treat it like a ranked game in Counter-Strike or like Overwatch or anything like that, or Dota or League of Legends. You need to have at least one Byzantine player. That will make his light horse archers, which are fast, to try to harass them. And then all the defending Roman, Eastern Roman players will need to make foot archers. At least 40. Better if it's 50 or 60. So that's why the Byzantine player is gonna be a little less. He's gonna have fewer infantry to fight in the main line, and so the other two players, even if they're Byzantines, will need to cut, you know, keep up and like make their own infantry, because the Berbers, their infantry, Berber infantry is not as good, definitely very weak, and so the power of the Berber is in their horse skirmisher and their sheer number of ranged units, but their cavalry very weak. These are actually light cavalry, and their infantry very weak. So if you can neutralize the threat of these guys or their cheaper counterparts, you can neutralize the Berber player. And the Berbers will be forced to just make their own foot archers or camel archers to try to counter your foot archers, and just completely change their strategies. Okay, well, I hope you learned a lesson. If you are a player up against the Berbers, don't lose hope. There are ways to deal with them. It's just harder as Roman players. You're going to be a little more aggressive. You're going to have to rely on horse archers and foot archers to try to deal with them. And light cavalry as well. I hope you had fun watching that. I'll see you in the next video.